Ladies and gentlemen, TACHA has finally apologized to all the Pepperdem gang housemates for coming off as too loud, for all the edicts and all the wahala that she gave them in the house. Are we happy now? Well, yeah, let's go into the video of tonight because, guys, it's gonna be a long one. So you need to watch till the end of today's episode of Frankie's Speaking with Glory because I have a lot of gist for you guys. Reunion show just started, in case you don't know. So guys, the first thing I want to say is, why the hell is Elo and Diane going back and forth? Like, when these people want to have a conversation on the show, when they want to argue on the show, guys, you don't even know what these people are arguing about. They keep on using words like, oh, when you said that thing, this one said that thing. I'm like, these two people could not keep quiet. Just you carry your wallet and go home and go and settle. Like, guys, it gets really exhausting because listening to Elo and Diane trying to sort out their issues, I'm sorry to say, but Diane is very secretive. Diane doesn't want to say the reason why she's having beef with Elo. Diane is just she's just resisting the urge to even mention anybody's name. Guys, let me not lie to you. Listening to Elo and Diane quarrel, everything Diane was saying, I don't understand. I could only understand bits and pieces from what Elo was saying. Guys, who is with me on this one? Am I the only one who is tired of listening to Elo and Diane's quarrel? Because, guys, sometimes it does not make sense at all to me, honestly. And I'm glad that it's over today. Ebuka, please, multi-choice, please, don't bring it back to our screens. It's freaking exhausting. Gosh. Okay, guys, I have regained composure. You're welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Glory Elijah, and this is Frankie's Speaking with Glory. It's raining heavily outside, so I had to bring the mic very close to my mouth. So guys, today I heard that the show from yesterday was going to be 1 hour now. So guys, expect that this video is going to be long. So today, guys, Ebuka continued with the theme of clearing the air on the show. He was able to clear the air between Diane and Elo, TACHA and Tuoyo, and then Ella and Venita and Mercy, and probably the rest of the housemates. So guys, between Diane and Elozona, Ebuka asked Diane, to clear the air about the previous argument she had with Elo on the show. And then Diane said that the issue that she has with Elo is that Elo kept on repeating only one thing that she did. So Diane started by saying that her problem with Elo is that Elo keeps on mentioning only one thing that she did, that she does not know what she did to Elo. That as far as she's concerned, she doesn't trust Elo anymore because whenever she says anything to Elo takes it and goes to tell other people, and then she hears it from other people. So there's a breach of trust between both of them, you know. And then Ebuka kept on pressing that what is the actual issue. And then she said that she got a message just the previous night before the show they recorded, this one we just watched, that she got a message when she just got to her hotel room about what happened on the reunion show, that Elo actually told people something. And then she got a message about it. And then she was wondering, like, they just finished recording a show, so how come this person knows about it outside of the show? And then she said that Elo feels like she doesn't have a problem, you know. And then she also said that she actually accepts responsibility for her own part in the grift that both of them are having, and that's because Ebuka asked her if she accepts responsibility. And then Ebuka asked Elo why he isn't taking responsibility, because Diane actually mentioned two things. That one, she complained that whenever Elo offends her, Elo is never taking responsibility for his own fault. And also there was a breach in the trust between both of them. So Elo said that the reason why he said what he said on the last show where he exposed the Ghanaian actor Mowgli, was because Diane kept on pushing him that day, saying man up, say it. So he had to speak his truth. That was the reason why it did not work out between him and Diane. That was the reason why he was fed up, and he had to say the reason. That normally he wouldn't have said anything, but because Diane kept on pressing and pushing his mouth to speak, so he had to speak his truth on that day. He also said that he didn't want to spill, but it was because of Diane pushing him. That was why he spilled. He said for the trust issue, that there are two issues that he and Diane has in their relationship. The fan base. He said that the fan base plays a huge role in the miscommunication that goes on between himself and Diane. He said just the night after the recording they had on the show, he got a screenshot of a message from social media bashing Diane, and he was wondering where is this whole thing coming from. He also said that ever since the conversation that they had since last year December, when he told Diane that, listen, if there's any issue that you have with me, do not allow people to come and be talking to me about it. Instead, come to me and let's talk about it and resolve it straight up. But no, he said he has not had a direct conversation or communication with Diane ever since. Instead, it has been intermediaries, people coming to talk to him, or what's happening between you and Diane. And then whatever he says, they take you to go and meet Diane. And then when they go to Diane, they tell Diane, oh, we didn't know about this. So it makes it look like he's the bad guy. It makes it look like he's the snitch, you know. And then he also said that people are always asking about both he and Diane. People are always coming to him. What's going on between you and Diane? What's going? And I'm like, what the hell is wrong with all these fans? Jesus Christ. You people literally have a problem. Like, seriously, these people were in that house giving us entertainment, giving us content, and then they come outside of the house, and then these fans are expecting that they should still behave the way that they were behaving in the house. How about we all take a chill pill and understand that, first of all, who they were in the house might not actually be who they are inside outside the house, you know. And this is what these housemates were saying the other day, that because people literally voted for them, people literally rooted for them while they were inside the house, when they came out of the house, people are expecting them to dance according to their tunes. And I think that this is actually playing a huge role in the relationship between Elo and Diane, because Elo kept on saying, your people came to talk to me, and then my people. And I'm like, what the hell are these your people, my people? Like, it doesn't really make sense. So guys, Ebuka asked Diane why she doesn't believe what Elo is saying, because Elo is literally saying that he has never said anything bad about Diane. It's just that her people, who are our fans, are always coming to come and ask him what is going on between you and Diane, things like that, and he is always explaining himself. And then Diane said that the reason why she's not believing Elo is because there was something that happened. A WhatsApp voice note went viral on social media, and Elo did not reach out to her or to ask her what's up, how is she dealing with it. Instead, he was speaking about it with other people. Elo never called her to clarify the rumors about her. And then Ebuka was asking that, what is this rumor? What is this thing? And then I was like, you don't want to talk about it. And people should carry your wahala and go home. I'm tired. Like, guys, it's exhausting. How do you guys expect us to understand what's going on between both of you when people are not even talking about what the actual issue is? It's a lot of problem. It's exhausting. Anyways, Elo said that he had already received the information on the voice note earlier, but he did not bother to talk to Diane about it or confront Diane about it or clarify any issues with Diane about it, because it was already public knowledge, you know. And then he said that the two major problems that he and Diane has in their relationship, or had in their relationship, are miscommunication and interference from their fans. Their fans are always trying to dictate to them how to relate with each other, how to act accordingly with each other, and it posed a huge problem in their relationship. And also because they don't always communicate. Diane is always saying she's a private person, and she said it again into Night Show, that she's a very private person. She doesn't really tell people things about herself, but then she's very surprised how whatever she says to Elo finds its way into the ears of other people. And then Ebuka asked Elo, what are you taking responsibility for? And Elo said that Diane's perception of him is completely flawed. That whatever people are going to tell Diane is literally what he does not do. And instead of Diane to clarify it with him, Diane is always assuming that, okay, Elo is the bad guy, Elo is this, Elo is that. Diane said that she and Elo will never work out, so Elo should just admit it. And Elo says that the problem he has with Diane is always playing the victim. So now, guys, who are we to believe? Diane is claiming that Elo never takes responsibilities for his actions. Elo, on the other hand, is saying that Diane is always playing the victim. She offends him. She does things. She doesn't want to talk about it, and then she's always claiming the victim. I'm like, gosh, you people are draining the life out of me right now. Anyways, this is what they are saying. And then Elo said that there was a rumor on social media that he had a girl in his room, and this rumor came from Diane's people, and he was upset because Diane did not call him to also clarify the issue. And then he's wondering, how would they even know if there was a girl in his room? And guys, I remember this episode during the last time on the reunion show that Elo and Diane had their huge argument, right? Diane went to Elo's room to talk things over after she had gone off with the Ghanaian actor Mawuli or whatever. and then she saw a girl in Elo's room. So apparently she had gone to tell her friends or her people, as they say, that Elo had a girl in his room, and then the thing went viral on social media. So guys, I feel like these people are just carrying each other's heads to jam wall up and down without even realizing it. So Ebuka asked Venita to help him meditate because he's completely lost. He doesn't know what they are talking about at all. He's confused. And Venita said that the truth is, she has no idea what their problem is. But because she's very, very cool with both of them, what she's afraid of is them doing and saying things that you're going to regret at the end of the day. And guys, I have a feeling that Venita actually has an idea of what they are talking about, but because she doesn't want both of them to expose each other, you know, and then cause a lot of viral news or scandal on social media, she was codedly advising them not to say things that they will end up regretting. And then she said that she wants, maybe they will probably put them on an island and then they sort things out, but with this kind of energy that they both have, she feels like it's literally impossible to do so. So Ebuka asked Elo what he had to say to Diane, and Elo said that when he heard the voice notes, when the voice notes came out, the mistake he made was not going to meet Diane to clarify it. So he apologized genuinely to Diane for not approaching her when the voice note leaked. And then he said that that was the only thing he knew that he offended Diane by. So he asked Diane, is there any other thing I did to you that I offended you by so that I can apologize? And Diane said no, she's fine. Ebuka asked Diane how she felt. She said she's okay. And then Ebuka asked Elo, what kind of relationship can you say you have with Diane now? And Elo said that they have a cordial relationship. Their friendship has reduced from being a relationship or friendship to being acquaintances. Guys, that's not good. That doesn't really sound good, because when somebody calls you an acquaintance, it means you guys shares no love whatsoever. You people are just on the friendship basis of hi. So it's not really nice, but let's see how that goes. And then guys, the second matter where we can settle today is between Tuoyo and TACHA. Now Ebuka asked TACHA that there's something you want to say to Tuoyo. What is it about? So TACHA said that what she wants to say to Tuoyo is what Tuoyo said about her. Now apparently Tuoyo, whenever he goes for interview, people are always asking him why was he really flaunting his body on the show, and he said he has pride in his body, he's proud of his body, and because he's a male stripper, he's proud of his trade, you know. So TACHA asked Tuoyo that why is it that whenever you go for interviews, people ask you about you flaunting your body, you exposing yourself, you say you are proud of being a stripper, but then my confidence inside the house, you alluded it to me using voodoo. Why would you say that? And Tuoyo was like, no, he doesn't understand what TACHA is saying. And Ebuka explained. Ebuka said, Tuoyo, why did you see TACHA's confidence in the house as jazz, as her using jazz or voodoo? Because that was what you said in your interview. And Tuoyo said that actually on that particular interview, it was a setup. That the interviewers, they set him up. That the interview he had with those people, it had not gone live, it had not gone on air. So they were asking him questions that what would he allude TACHA's confidence inside the house to? Would he allude it to would he allude it to financial confidence or financial backup or spiritual backup? And then he said that, well, TACHA might have backup from people like Jaruma. And guys, I understand why TACHA is upset about this, or not really upset, but just really surprised about it, because we all know who Jaruma is. Jaruma is the one that sells Kayamata in Nigeria. Jaruma is the one that sells love potions. She's the one that she also sells special package like Omashola's place. Jaruma is also one person that a lot of people knows that she doesn't hide the fact that she sells charms and jazz for relationships or for money or for financial success and all of that. And Jaruma was one of those people that was openly supporting TACHA outside the house by giving audio money. We all know about that story, you know. So Tuoyo said that was the answer he gave to the interviewers, that he said that TACHA's confidence could be coming from either a financial backup from Jaruma or spiritual backup from Jaruma, you know. And then he said he did not say one specifically, and before he knew it, the story came out and the people put out a headline that Tuoyo said TACHA's confidence is connected to jazz and voodoo or something like that. And then Ebuka was asking Tuoyo, okay, that so he accepts that he did not actually say that was what happened, you know. So TACHA was saying that no, that but you shouldn't have said it that way, you know. And then Tuoyo was saying that Tacha is insecure, she's always defensive, so Tacha has pride and confidence all together, and that like that. And then this was the part where Tacha started to clarify herself to the housemates and to the viewers. She said that she would like to address the viewers, and then she said that she's addressing the viewers who actually watched the show for 3 months and then they saw everything that happened. So she said that because of her background, because of the way she grew up, because of her story, because of the way she was betrayed growing up, because of all the experiences she had in her life, you know, she always had her guards up. She was always very defensive while inside the house, because it was a space where she was living with over 21 different people. She did not know everybody was from different background, and so there was nobody who could be like a cheerleader. There was nobody who could be like, you know, someone that would back her up for whatever. So she was the only person that could actually hype herself, you know. So she was always very touchy. She was always very, very, you know, on guard regarding whatever anybody wants to do. And then she said that she never actually went unconsciously to poke anybody. The only way she was going to talk was when people were coming at her. So even a little jab would make her react the way she reacted. And then she said that growing up, her mother was one person that saw that she was a very, very unconfident or inconfident, or someone that lacked confidence. Guys, what's the particular English I should use? Yeah. So her mother noticed that about her, and then before her mom died, her mom invested a lot of time and made her own project and priority to instill that confidence in her, and then build a woman who is happy being in her own crowd. She has said it in actually in the interview she had with Chude. Yeah, I have that video on my channel, guys, go watch it. Yeah. And then she said that this was the reason, right? Her mother built her to be a very, very confident woman, so that was why she did the things that she did in the house. And then she used that opportunity to apologize to all the housemates. So ladies and gentlemen, Tacha has apologized. For those of you still bearing grudges against the old Tacha, she apologized. And then she said that she's not trying to justify how she was in the house, but she's only trying to make them understand that this is the reason why she did what she did, because everybody literally had their own flaws in the house. So that was our own story, you know. And then she said that now she's actually different. What she did in the house was not deliberate. It was just a spur of the moment thing. You come for me, my guards go up, my defense mechanisms goes up, you know. And then Tuoyo was like, but you need to accept that everybody has been through a lot in life. And then Ebuka said to Tuoyo that, look, but that's Tacha's story. You have your own story. And then Tuoyo said something that's actually very, very key, and I actually support what Tuoyo said. So Tuoyo said that, listen, everybody has gone through a lot in life. Everybody has gone through a lot worse in life, but there are people that have even lost their parents at the age of 2 years old, but they grow up to be very, very nice people, to be a better person, you know. So he was telling Tacha that should not be an excuse for you to be who you are. And then Ebuka was saying that, but that is the reason why she apologized. And that is the reason why she's telling us now that she's a changed person. I mean, it's actually obvious. You can see it, you know. And then Tuoyo was still being adamant that no, that look, this is, but you did what you did in the house. You tortured us, blah, blah, blah. And Ebuka was like, okay, she has apologized. Can we move on, you know? And Ebuka asked Tacha if she agrees that Tuoyo said what he said because of the press misinterpretation of what he said and because of the press headline. And then Tacha said that no, she does not agree, that she feels like what Tuoyo should have said when they asked him that question was that rather than them trying to allude her confidence to jazz or financial support, they should allude it, they should learn from and be influenced by the confidence of a 23-year-old. And I'm like, makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. And guys, let me not lie to you. If you do not have grudges against somebody, if you go for an interview and they ask you a question about the person, surely you already know in your head that these people are trying to draw words, brimstone and fire from your mouth. You should, of course, I know that there's no reason that Tuoyo should defend Tacha. And Ebuka asked Tacha that question, that were you feeling like Tuoyo did not have your back? And Tacha said, no, I did not expect him to have my back, but I felt like he should have answered something else by saying that rather than them thinking that way, they should be influenced by the confidence of a 23-year-old. So that's what I thought as well, that yeah, because for Tuoyo should have to have said that he is at fault. He actually created that speculation as well, you know, with that interview, whether the people there were recording or not. But for me, I feel like he said what he said out of spite, you know, and that was what he should have admitted to, you know. But anyways, Tuoyo said that, listen, that he knows that everybody has a bad side. TACHA is a very sweet girl. TACHA has her own good side, but then the problem is that he felt like inside the house, TACHA's bad side might have overshadowed her good side. So at the end of the day, they squashed all their differences. They clapped hands for each other. They were happy. And then Frodd, Mercy, and Esther joined the conversation. Ella was already on seat. So Ebuka asked Ella if she had anything to say to Venita regarding the allegations Venita made against her last time on the show. Remember, guys, Venita was upset that all the housemates contributed money for Ella, and then she disappeared, you know, without giving them updates about how she spent the money. So Ella said that she understands. Gonna no vex, make I drink something. My throat on the dry. Abba. Woo. Okay, so as I was saying, Ella said that she understands that she really offended the rest of the housemates for what she did, you know, and all of that. But she wants the Venita to understand that she's coming out now. She's working on herself. She's trying to be a better person. All the housemates complained that, oh, she was too dependent, you know, trying to ask for help and all of that. Venita also said that she was always asking other housemates to come and pay Uber fare for her and all of that. So she said that she needs Venita to understand that now she's spending a lot of time and focusing on her craft. She's doing a lot to be a better person, you know. And then the housemates said that they have a perception that Ella is only active on the WhatsApp group when she needs something from them, you know, especially now that she's promoting a new song. You know, she comes onto the group, drops her tracks, and expect everybody to support her, to have her back, you know. And then Ella said that she doesn't know how to chip anything in the group because, number one, she spent only 2 weeks in the house. Number two, she feels like they don't really have like a proper relationship, so she feels like the spectrum is just too broad for her to be able to join and every other thing, you know. And guys, I totally understand where Ella is coming from, because take for instance, she only spent 2 weeks in the house and there was like literally 99 days on the show, you know, and she spent only 2 weeks in the house. So I completely understand how misplaced she could have been feeling in the group, you know. So she said that was the reason why she doesn't really know how to chip anything. She just feels like she's not worthy to say anything when the other housemates are talking. And guys, I can understand how it can be, you know. These other ones, they would have like a much more stronger bond, you know, especially those ones that stayed towards the end of the show, you know. So Ebuka asked Mercy if she believes that Ella has changed, and Mercy said that she believes that Ella has literally changed, that right now what she's seeing, she feels like Ella has really changed, that maybe they were actually too hard on her. And guys, let me not lie, I was really upset about the way all the housemates, not all the housemates, but Venita and Mercy literally attacked Ella, even Kimopra as well, you know, because I feel like, come on guys, if you want to help somebody, help the person. But then helping the person and coming on to international television to brag about it, to wash the person down, even involve the person's mother who was literally sick, doesn't really make sense, you know. And then Mercy admitted that they actually were too hard on Ella. They should have been really soft on her. They should have been calmer on her. And then she said that the reason why they were like that was because they couldn't really trust Ella because of what she had done, you know, the fact that she only chips in a contribution on the WhatsApp group chat only when she needs assistance, the assistance of her mom's hospital bills and the assistance of promoting her music. And then Ebuka asked Esther what she felt about the whole situation, and Esther said that she feels like Ella used them because when she had a music show, they went to support her. Most of the housemates went to support her, but when they went for the show, she kept them waiting, you know. She didn't really even come out, you know. And then Ella was like, no, that there was a lot going on that day. Even Venita apologized for being very aggressive to Ella, and then she also pledged her support and said that now she literally trusts Ella. And then Ella cleared the air by saying that, listen, that it's not like she intentionally did what she did, you know. When she had her show, a lot was going on. They had to test the sounds, they had to test the instrumentals, they had to test everything that was going on. And then previous manager told her that, oh, the first person that actually came for our show was Lambo Mercy, you know, and she felt really honored, but everything had to be put in place, you know, for the sake of the show to go fine. And she said thankfully everything went really well for the show. So she also apologized to all the housemates if she gave off the impression that she was being too cocky, or she was being too like she was being a user, you know, of all their niceness to her. So guys, at the end of the day, we had a lot of people that actually made up, you know, they settled their differences. And guys, I feel like tomorrow's one is going to be very hot because Mercy and Omashola, they have a score to settle. So guys, let's watch out for that. That's all for this particular episode of Frankly Speaking with Glory, guys. I will see you guys in tomorrow morning's video. Thanks for watching. Bye.